So you guys remember a few weeks ago I showed you some soaps that I made for some Twitch streamers that I quite loved and sent out to these different creators. And I told you about why I did it and how I found their communities and, how awesome their communities are, like the people that make up the community. And, I came and joined and subbed and made some friends in the community of my own. And this soap today is actually for another Twitch streamer who I met through the community of, Chillbo and Mansuit and grew to love as a human, as a content creator, as just a human. And so I had to make her a soap, and I'm very, very excited to be doing so. So it's gonna probably be a little bit long because this one is really weird and all the things. So let's actually get to the intro and I will tell you more about this soap in just a minute. But before I do, gotta do my thing, because it's my thing. Hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudzers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 255 of 365 days of soap. And today, we are doing a soap for a content creator called Dinosaur Gang 666, Dino Gang, Dino. And Dino is like one of the most amazing people on the planet. And I stumbled onto their stream kind of accidentally one night because they had posted in the Discord for Mansuit that they were streaming. And I had seen the name in Mansuit and Chillbo's chats before, and I wasn't watching anything else. And it was like a Sunday night, and I was just, actually trying to get drunk enough to buy office furniture and wanted something else in the background while I'm obsessing over desks. And so I turned it on. And she was playing a horror game. And that was terrifying. I don't like scary things just across the board at all. But Dino likes to play the scary games, even if it freaks her out. And that's just like, wow, cool. That's a moment. That's a choice. And so I was sitting there watching her to be supportive because it was a very small channel at that time. There was not a lot of activity going on as far as people watching and everything. And so I wanted to be supportive and, get her numbers up and whatever. So I'm watching this scary video game and kind of freaking out a little bit because it's scary. And so much so that she made me my own command in the chat to let her know when I was freaked out by the game. And so you put an exclamation point stressy in her chat, and the little thing pops up. And that was because of me. And anyway, point is, I got to watch her continue to grow, like literally build her channel from nothing to affiliates and then all these new milestones. And I'm just so proud of her. And I'm just so proud of her and all the cool things that she's done, even though she plays games that are terrifying to me. So the terrifying thing definitely had to become part of her soap design, as well as the dinosaur thing, because she's very much into dinosaurs. Another thing that I'm not super into. And it just goes to show you that there are just so many people out there that you don't necessarily have to share any real things in common with for them to be awesome in your life anyway. Anyway, this, as I said, it's a really long video, and I'm going to end up crying if I keep talking to you here. Probably going to cry while I'm talking to you there, but let's get to it so I don't have to look you dead in your eye while I do so. Okay, so this is the third time that I have re recorded this because I cried in all of the other times because Dino is best, just best human. And I'm making a soap for her. And I am making a very weird soap also, by the way. So you guys remember in the Friends thing when I did the bubble bars that were in the shape of, dinosaur eggs for Ross? Because obviously I haven't used these molds since then. And, then I met a Twitch streamer called Dinosaur Gang and went, well, look, I get to use the molds for more than one specific thing that I made a whole bunch of, but then, just have not used the mold since. You get it. Anyway, so I am using Aztec Gold from Midwest Soaperies, micas, their line, which are all amazing. And I did reviews and tests on them earlier for the actual molds for the dinosaur eggs and just to coat the outside to give it some nice cool colors and textures and things. Because I don't know what the hell a dinosaur egg looks like, but you know what Dino uses in their stream a whole lot? Greens and like browns and golds. And so I'm sticking with their theme. And also forest green for the soap that is going to go into this. It's a multi-day pour, you guys, because I had to let this set up. And then I also had to do that. Because here's the thing, I told you horror games, Dino Gang. The very first time that I ever actually ended up in Dino's stream, again, it was a Sunday night. And I've never used this mold before. And so I looked at the top and there was just this little teeny tiny hole. And I'm like, what the shit are you supposed to pour through that? So I had to fix it. I took scissors to it and cut a bigger hole so I could actually get soap through it. Yeah, on the fly. And also I'm showing you this. Sometimes you have to modify molds. And all times it's mostly fine. So anyway, it was a Sunday night and I needed something to watch to get me through the pain of buying overly priced office desks. And Dino had posted in Mansuit's Discord that they were going live. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll click on that because I wasn't watching anything else. And they were playing a freaking horror game. They were playing Amnesia. And I don't even like horror games. Never even heard of Amnesia. And I'm watching Dino play this. And Dino's freaking out a little bit. They're doing their thing, freaking out a bit. And I'm freaking out a lot. And also, kind of yelling a little bit in chat about how I'm freaking out. And so Dino made me my own command for those moments when I was crying in the corner and freaked out, while she was also crying in the corner and freaked out. And that was cool. But that's not even the coolest part about Dino, okay? Okay, so once the dinosaur eggs have firmed up and the skulls have also firmed up, it is now time to make the base. And I am making the base in a stone type thing. And I had to look that up because I don't know where dinosaur eggs are usually found. But it's like a rock. And I followed the colors that I found in, a Google image search, really, for that. But the skulls are obviously because scary game. Dinosaur egg, obviously, because dinosaur. And it's actually kind of funny because in her channel, if you type the word fossil, she has this little dinosaur called Clever on her screen. That's like, why would you say fossil? Don't you know what that is? And so Dino doesn't call fossils. Dino calls fossils remnants. And I think that's cute. I'm going to say a whole bunch of things that you don't understand. And most of it has to do with Twitch. But here's the reason that I super ended up loving Dino immediately. So, my username on Twitch is Mrs. Soap and Clay. all one word. There are no spaces, there are no capitalizations. It's Mrs. Soap and Clay. Because that's who I freaking am, isn't it? And so I thought, fine, let's just do that, just in case I decide to do like soap streaming or whatever, and just have that going all professional like. And it's actually funny watching most people try to pronounce that and figure that out. And I get a giggle out of it every time because it's always bad. And I don't know, it's become kind of my fun. Anyway, before I finish this story, what I am doing right now with the skulls is painting them with activated charcoal to give a more, scary look, is the point with all of that, really. Anyway, I ended up in Dino's stream that same night, and I said something. I don't know what I said. It doesn't matter. And they immediately responded with, "Oh my God, Soapy, hi." Not, "Hi, Mrs. Sopendacle," or Ms. Panda, or Soap, which is what I get most of the time. She just immediately went hard with Soapy. And I gotta tell you what, like, I understand that Mrs. Soap and Clay is already like a nickname, I guess, because that's not my real name. And you know that. But, whatever. But she just immediately gave me what is actually my first nickname that I've ever received in my whole life. Because for the Sudsers that know me, you know what my real name is, and it's weird. It's hard to make a nickname out of that. And Dino gave me my first ever nickname. And so immediately I was like, hell yes, I'm here forever. And it made me happy. And it also made me happy that she was also freaking out quite a bit while playing a horror game that she actively chose to play. Like, you made that decision. And I don't know, just through all of that, just meeting the new people that continued to come onto the stream and continuing to chat with Dino, I realized that Dino was an amazing human, is an amazing human. And I'm just so grateful to know them in my life. And their channel and their community is just so freaking cool. Everybody is just so supportive of each other and just so nice and, just chaotic and fun, and just, it's always a good time. And I was prompted to make this actually because another reason why Dino is so best human is she was the first person from Twitch to actually come over to the YouTube thing. Well, as far as I know, she's the first person to come over onto the YouTube thing because she was the first from the Twitch world that I recognized to comment. And, they did so on the Chilbo Baggins soap. And I'm like, that's really cool. Like, what an amazing human are you that you are also going to support other people's things when you find out that other people have things. And I love that just so much. And so I really wanted to, as soon as I actually saw that she came over and, chatted on my soap video, because that's the thing. Like, we get it as Sudsers that like exist in the thing, which also I probably should be explaining more about the soap and how I'm making it, just in case there are people that don't understand this process. And there probably are. But like, as Sudsers, we get it. Like, we understand the soap thing and the obsession and how cool it is to make the things. But other people, especially people that you're meeting from like the gaming community, yeah, they probably don't get it. So why would they ever come over and support, right? And that's obviously also not what I'm there for. But Dino did. And that made me just so freaking happy and just made me realize, again, she is building a community that looks a whole hell of a lot like our community. It's inclusive, it's nice, it's kind, it's funny, it's just best humans on the planet. And so I decided to make her a soap at that moment. And that soap had to be really over the top and ridiculous and hard to use in soap form because, I don't know. Okay, and now on to the cut. And by cut, there is no cut. I actually did send this entire giant mass of soap to Dino in its full form. I'm not going to cut through those skulls. Are you kidding me? That would be even more macabre than I really want to do. But look how cool this is with the dinosaur egg and the skulls and the things. I couldn't cut through that. Now, for people who might be watching this just because, they might have come over from Twitch. So I did a method. I did a lot of methods here. One of those methods was called melt and pour soap, which I make from scratch, a base that I have created. And I've given that recipe on the channel before. And that's what you see with the dinosaur eggs and the skeletons. And for the rest, the method is cold process. And I knew that Dino had allergies and stuff, so this is very much a sensitive skin bar. And it is scented with shea and coconut, and it's freaking delightful. I have no idea how Dino is ever going to use this, but how cool is all of it? I had so much fun in this making, just like I have so much fun just existing in Dino's world. And you know what, Dino? I know you're going to watch this. Thank you for existing. This is my 4th recording of this, and I didn't cry, so yay me, but I'm going to go and cry right now. There's your soap. And there it is, Dino Gang soap, and it's wild. I loved taking the activated charcoal and actually like making everything look darker in that skull. And I've never used that mold. I've never had a reason to, because I don't really get into like, that side of soap making and everything. And I got a reason to do it. And so it's very cool that you're sort of finding, like in the rock, like a dinosaur egg, like a fossilized dinosaur egg, as well as maybe some skulls. I thought that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I did send that off to Dino, and I don't actually know her impression of it yet, because I literally just stepped away from a stream. She's doing this really cool 6-day long stream. Well, I'm not 6 whole days. For 6 hours a day for 6 days straight, she's streaming and doing this really cool thing where we're playing games and guessing things. And I stepped away from that to do this. And so she hasn't actually opened up her package yet. She hasn't gotten it. So I don't know, but I'm sure she's going to love it. And she'll tell us in the comments either way. But yes, I'm very grateful to have met Dino. Amazing, amazing human, just across the board. And the Dino Gang community is as amazing. Like, just everybody there, just so nice and just fun and funny. And it's always a delight every time I get to be in that stream and chatting with all the peoples. So I'm glad that Dino continues to make content. And if you're interested, go check her out. She does a lot of different stuff. Definitely a variety streamer, I would say. But if you like horror games, yeah, you can find that there too. Thank you for all of my sudzers, because as I said with the Chillbo thing and the Mansuit thing, I like all of these communities. Chillbos, Mansuits, Dinos, because their communities look almost as cool as mine. Almost. You guys are everything, and just this huge, beautiful group of amazing human beings that I get to interact with every day. So thank you for being you and for being my sudzers. I'm out of here for today, but I will see all of you guys again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.